What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name is Michael Roman. We actually had a ton happen this week as Marvel released its April run of comics, which includes the True Believers line, which usually carries themes, characters, and/or plots that tie into whatever the current Marvel movie is. Of course, we all know in April, Avengers Endgame will be that movie. And what if I told you one of the comic titles in the True Believers line was Avengers Endgame? Yes, Avengers number 71 is named that, and while I am going to debunk one new Avenger right out of the room that I've seen posted everywhere, there's actually new evidence for Kang the Conqueror, one of the earliest rumored villains for Avengers Endgame, to become this new villain and threat and perhaps be seeded for the new phase. First, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, as well as a whole slew of other Marvel related stuff. All you have to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment on this video, then hit the notification bell and stick around to the end of the video. I'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, first things first, before we get into Kang and the specifics of the plot line that fits into Avengers Endgame that we already know, I'm going to go ahead and debunk Black Knight, this new Avenger that I've seen rumored everywhere. He's a knight left over from the times of Arthur, trapped in the Quantum City, and I know that there have been some well-trusted people and some very famous tweets, as well as some leaks, and he is a very prominent character in 2 of these True Believer Avengers titles that may tie into Avengers Endgame. But this seems completely contrary to the idea of focusing on the remaining 6 main Avengers, their story arcs, and having them work together as a team. Of course, Black Knight could be a quick ancillary character like Eitri, but outside of new Avengers that we already know we're getting, like Captain Marvel, someone and something so thematically different in the quantum realm, other than to set up the stark divergence from the realism of their main world, seems too much like a far reach in a movie that already is going to struggle to bring the through arc of some main Avengers. Also, real talk, guys, sometimes the argument is not that complicated, and I just don't think this works. Now, I may be wrong. Again, leave it in the comments if you guys do believe this works and you're more familiar with the Black Knight storyline, but Marvel has used a lot of tropes and a lot of story origins. We're going to see this in Eternals next year when we see a bunch of Greek gods named Hercules and Icarus battle it out. But specifically where the story is right now in Avengers Endgame, if they all travel to the quantum realm to find this old Arthurian knight, Indiana Jones style, it's going to be a little like Halloween Party in the second act, and I don't believe they're going to go there. That being said, there are some themes and plots in Avengers Endgame number 71 that fit Avengers Endgame the film like a glove, except the fact it's missing Kang. Now, Kang is a classic Avengers villain and one of the most rumored villains from last year, especially when we found out that there was possibly a new villain that Marvel has yet to make good on and or tell us anything about. However, Kang's introduction in this movie would be something akin to introducing Thanos in Avengers 1, not specifically in the end credits, but rather he's not a villain that you would introduce and defeat in the same movie. That's not a low-level villain. He's the type of villain, rather, that you would see through several movies leading up to one ultimate final battle. I think it's also worth noting that if this is going to be a time-traveling quest in order to undo Thanos' snap, they're not going to turn around in 3 or 4 more Avengers movies, Avengers 7 and 8, and have a time-traveling battle again with Kang to undo half the dead Avengers. That would just be the same movie, and they're not going to do that, which does miss the opportunity to bring Kang, a very classic Avengers villain, in this very classic Avengers spot of a time travel battle, if they don't include him in this movie. Now, the other evidence to include Kang, obviously, were all the leaks, mainly the Thor and Rocket leak that said that there was a new villain on the horizon, also the Marvel Studios novel, and a couple of other toy leaks and descriptions that say there may be a new threat for the Avengers to face. Now, I am well on record as saying that some new threat doesn't have to come in the form of an adversary or foe, but rather some consequence of Thanos' snap that, if they can't undo, will lead to even worse consequences by via something like the Living Tribunal. However, I don't think it would be outside the realm of possibility for them to actually go ahead and include Kang as a consequence of this time travel and have him show up later as a classic villain, rather than miss the opportunity to bring him in at all in the storyline for which he features prominently. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Is Kang something that you want to see? I'm personally on the Galactus hype train myself, even if it's just a post-credit scene. But let me know in the comments what you think about Kang as an adversary in Avengers Endgame for the next phase, or at all. And quickly, let's get into that giveaway stuff again. All right, we're giving away 2 PlayStation 4 Pros, one at the 200 and one at the 300,000 subscriber mark. There's been some confusion as people have been DMing me asking about this. We have given away 3 PlayStation 4 Pros already at the 50, the 100, and the 150,000 subscriber mark. We're giving away 2 more at the 200 and the 300,000 subscriber mark, one of which is right around the corner. We're also giving away this awesome Avengers 1 commemoration plaque. This is a Marvel Trendsetters limited edition, limited run 2500 Avengers plaque containing 10 original film cells from the first Avengers movie. If you want to win this or either of the PlayStation 4 Pros, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a like and a comment on this video, then hit the notification bell, because the more videos that you like and comment on, the better chance you have of winning. My name's Michael Roman. This is Everything Always. Thanks for checking out the channel, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.